Since the dawn of human thought, books have been sacred vessels, holding the distilled wisdom of our species. Picture ancient scribes carving cryptic symbols into cave walls, inscribing hieroglyphs on animal hides, or penning words on fragile papyrus. These were the first sparks of knowledge, shaping civilizations and igniting progress. But what if some books held secrets so dangerous they were hidden, banned, or branded as lies? At Real World Channel, we're diving into the shadowy world of forbidden texts, manuscripts that could rewrite history, challenge beliefs, and unveil truths about humanity's darkest chapters. Brace yourself for a journey into the forbidden. Imagine a world where a single book could unravel everything we think we know about our past. These are the forbidden texts, labeled as apocryphal or heretical, yet whispering secrets that could shake the foundations of religion, science, and society. One such enigma is the Book of Enoch, a text so provocative it's been called one of humanity's greatest mysteries. This ancient manuscript, attributed to Enoch, a man said to have walked with the divine for over 3 centuries, claims to reveal the origins of humanity, the fall of angels, and cataclysms that reshaped the earth. But why was it cast aside as a false scripture? What truths did it hold that made it too dangerous to be accepted? The Book of Enoch, also known as the Works of Enoch, is a cornerstone in certain Ethiopian and Eritrean Orthodox churches, revered as sacred scripture. Yet mainstream Christianity dismissed it as apocryphal, a text that didn't make the cut for the biblical canon. Why? Its pages tell a story that's both divine and rebellious. Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, was no ordinary man. Born in the 7th generation from Adam, around 622 years after humanity's creation, he lived for 365 years, walking side by side with the divine. Legend says he was so righteous that he was whisked to heaven in a blazing chariot, never tasting death. For 300 of those years, guided by archangels, Enoch explored realms of light and darkness, penning revelations that would become the Book of Enoch. Its contents? Mind-bending accounts of fallen angels, monstrous giants, and a great deluge that cleansed the earth. Let's dive into the heart of this forbidden text. Long before the Great Flood, the Book of Enoch claims 200 angels, called the Watchers, were sent to guard humanity. Led by Samyaza, these celestial beings gazed upon the daughters of men, their beauty igniting forbidden desires. Picture this: divine beings, radiant and powerful, abandoning their sacred duties for mortal love. Samyaza, fearing divine wrath, convinced his fellow angels to swear an oath on Mount Hermon, binding them to a pact of rebellion. They took human wives, taught forbidden knowledge, metallurgy, astrology, and rituals, and birthed a race of giants, the Nephilim. These towering beings, some say reaching 15 feet tall, ravaged the earth, devouring crops, beasts, and even humans in their insatiable hunger. The earth groaned under their tyranny, its cries reaching the heavens. The Book of Enoch paints a chilling picture. These Nephilim brought chaos, and their angelic fathers corrupted humanity with knowledge meant only for the divine. Some texts suggest this knowledge included advanced technologies like precise calendars or celestial navigation, far beyond what ancient humans should have known. At our channel, we've explored claims of ancient technologies before, and while these tales captivate, we remain skeptical. Could these be exaggerated myths, or is there a kernel of truth? The Book of Enoch suggests humanity wasn't meant to wield such power, that the earth was designed to be a simpler paradise. When the Nephilim's chaos became unbearable, the divine responded with a cataclysm, a great flood to wash away the corruption, leaving only Noah and his ark to start anew. This flood, described vividly in the Book of Enoch, aligns with stories across cultures, from the Epic of Gilgamesh to China's Great Flood of Yu. In 2019, researchers in Turkey used 3D imaging to scan a site on Mount Ararat, uncovering what some claim is the fossilized remains of Noah's Ark, measuring 150 meters, exactly as described in ancient texts. Coincidence? Perhaps. But the Book of Enoch's account of the flood, with water bursting from the earth's depths and skies, feels hauntingly real. Yet, its radical claims about angels and giants made it a target. By the 4th century, early Christian councils excluded it from the Bible, labeling it heretical. Was it too fantastical, or did it reveal truths too unsettling to accept? Now, let's shift to another forbidden text, Adam and Eve and the Serpent by Chan Thomas. Published in the 1960s, this book dared to challenge geological orthodoxy with a theory of catastrophic Earth shifts. Thomas proposed that the Earth's crust could slide dramatically in mere hours, triggered by magnetic reversals deep within the planet's core. Imagine this: continents lurching, oceans surging into tsunamis miles high, and entire civilizations vanishing. Thomas pointed to ancient maps, like the Piri Reis map from 1513, which eerily depict Antarctica's ice-free coastline. Impossible for its time unless, as Thomas claimed, Antarctica once lay in a temperate zone before a sudden shift. He also cited preserved mammoths in Siberia, their stomachs filled with undigested tropical plants, suggesting a rapid freeze from a warm climate. At our channel, we've debunked similar claims about ancient cataclysms, and while Thomas's ideas grip the imagination, mainstream science dismisses them as speculative. Still, his book was banned, allegedly suppressed by powerful institutions wary of its implications. Why was Thomas's work so threatening? He argued humanity's history isn't a straight line, but a cycle of civilizations rising and falling through catastrophic resets. From Noah's flood to ancient Chinese legends, he saw evidence of repeated destructions. His vivid description of a Pacific Ocean tsunami towering over 3 kilometers, swallowing cities like San Francisco in hours, inspired Hollywood's 2012. But his ties to the CIA and claims of suppressed evidence made him a pariah. The scientific community ridiculed him, yet satellite imagery later supported some of his flood theories, earning grudging respect. Was he silenced for touching truths too big to handle? Then there's Operation Dark Heart by Anthony Shaffer, a former US military intelligence officer. This explosive memoir detailed covert operations in Afghanistan in 2003, exposing alleged missteps like civilian deaths and secret weapons. Released in 2010, it was swiftly targeted by the Pentagon, which spent $47,000 to buy and destroy 9,500 copies, citing national security. But copies leaked online, revealing unredacted truths about military actions. Schaffer's insistence that no classified secrets were revealed didn't stop the backlash. The book's ban sparked debates about censorship versus security, a tension that still burns today. Finally, consider the Peaceful Pill Handbook, a controversial guide by Australian authors Philip Nitschke and Fiona Stewart. This book doesn't delve into the supernatural or geopolitics, but tackles a raw human issue, the right to die. Detailing methods for euthanasia, from insulin to opiates, it argues that those suffering terminal illnesses deserve a dignified exit. Banned in Australia and New Zealand for fear it could fuel suicides, especially among the mentally ill, it sparked fierce debate. Is it a compassionate guide or a dangerous manual? Its ban reflects society's struggle with life's hardest choices. These forbidden books, from Enoch's celestial visions to Thomas's cataclysmic warnings, challenge our understanding of history, faith, and morality. They ask, what truths are we ready to face? Some were buried for their radical ideas, others for their sensitive secrets. Yet their whispers endure, urging us to question the narratives we've been fed. Join us as we peel back the veil on humanity's hidden past, one forbidden page at a time.